What's up guys, Saif Ashraf here. Today I'm going to be talking to you about my experience with the OLED LG CX over 1000 days. Now over 1000 days I have been doing a range of activities on this TV, such as obviously watching movies in HDR, playing PS5 games in HDR, and just watching TV shows and everything in general. So yeah, I'm going to be showing you guys my TV. We're going to be doing a test to see if there is any burn-in after 1000 days and whether you guys should be worried. Now a worry that a lot of people obviously do have when spending so much money on a TV is that there have been cases where OLED TVs being used after a long while do get burn-in where things just retain on the screen. So I'm going to be showing you guys if I have had that problem. Obviously 1000 days I have been using this TV on quite a high brightness as my room is quite bright in the summer. So yeah, without anything else said, let's get straight into the video and see how this TV has held up. Alright, so guys, I'm going to show you a range of colors on this TV. As you can see, the white screen, we're just going to be looking like overall at the whole display. From my eyes, I can see a little bit of lines, a little bit of dark lines, but it's barely perceivable to the eye. Like, I can only see it if I come really close to the TV. I'll add some clips if you can't see or if I'm trying to show you with a camera. But yeah, the white screen looks clean, looks fine. There's no like dirty lines anywhere, which you often get if you do have burn-in. But yeah, so that's the white screen. If we do skip around to the grey screen, which often shows a lot more, as I'm looking at with you guys right now, once again, screen looks perfectly uniform. No like any logos, like obviously you're going to be wanting to check the corners. I'm checking all the corners. There is a couple very faint grey lines, just to be transparent with you guys, but it's not perceivable to the eye. Like, you guys are seeing this screen as I am right now. I have to get really close and really nitpicky if I really want to get something out of this display. Once again, looking at the corners, to be honest, the whole display does look quite uniform. So just another test of people often use the green color as well, and those grey lines I was talking about, or those dirty wash lines I was talking about, it's not here at all. I'll once again insert some clips for you guys to see. But to be honest, overall the screen looks pretty clean, and I'm quite impressed actually. There is no visible damage to any of the OLED pixels whatsoever. So now I'm just going to give you guys some tips to make sure that your OLED TV lives for as long as possible. Tip number one, go into settings, and the first thing you want to do, and make sure that obviously it's okay for you guys to see, but I often use energy saving mode. This obviously dims down the display quite a bit, not maximum. The most I would use is medium on a good day, but when you leave it off, obviously the pixels are there at their brightest. Just turning the energy saving on to medium or even minimum, it will make quite a big difference. It will just make sure the pixels aren't as bright as they are. We all know that obviously the brighter you use your OLED pixels, the faster they will start dying out. So I recommend using energy saving mode just whenever you can. Another tip I'd often recommend is that make sure you go into your OLED TV settings. This is an LG CX, so it says OLED screensaver, and just make sure you actually use the features that they have for you to make sure that your OLED pixels stay fine. And it corrects the picture pixel and prevents quality issues that may cause when the TV is being turned on for an extended period of time, which basically means that obviously it's just going to refresh the pixels, give them a bit of a rest. Obviously we're all using our TVs for quite a lot of hours a day, so this will just make sure and help that none of the image retention stays on the actual TV. So make sure to do this at least once a week, and if not, just once a month, but just make sure to do this. Haven't done this in a couple months, but yeah, just make sure to use the pixel refresher feature. The last tip I'm going to give you guys is, this is HDR. Obviously HDR is going to be on peak brightness high, but when you're on your standard viewing mode and you're not watching HDR video, make sure that peak brightness is actually turned off. Peak brightness is not actually how bright the TV can get. Obviously your TV can get bright, but it's a bit artificial brightening to your TV. So if you do want to change some of the picture settings, just make sure your OLED light is turned to 100. Ignore the ad. But yeah, just make sure that your peak brightness is not at high, but is at turned off, just to once again make sure that your OLED TV lives for as long as possible. So yeah, with that said, that's how my OLED TV has stayed after 1000 days. I'll probably make another video after 2000 days if I still have this TV. I'll probably buy a new one because I'm a tech YouTuber. But still, this is the LG CX after 1000 days. I hope this helped you. And if you guys do have any further questions, make sure to DM me on Instagram, which is right here. I'll try and get back to you. Or just leave it in the comment section and I'll try to reply to you as soon as possible. But with that, it's been Saif Ashraf. Thank you for watching. And yeah, peace.